Welcome, beautiful soul, to this sacred space. Today we are diving into the powerful energy of the full moon in Capricorn, a moment of truth, of responsibility, and of remembering your legacy. I am Alejandra, and welcome to Elevate Your Mind with Ale. This moon is not soft or subtle. Capricorn energy is grounded, ancient, and wise. It is asking us to take an honest look at where we are and where we are going, to realign with the version of ourselves that honors discipline without self-punishment, structure without suppression, and success rooted in soul, not ego. This is a full moon of emotional maturity, one that invites you to check in with your commitments, your boundaries, and the secret work you're building in this life. It's about getting real with your purpose and releasing anything that's been keeping you from embodying your full authority. Capricorn is the mountain goat, the climber, the builder, the one who knows that step by step, day by day, we can turn vision into reality. But this full moon reminds us the climb doesn't matter if it's taking you away from your soul. I want to share something personal with you. I have both Uranus and Neptune in Capricorn in my 12th house. And if you know anything about astrology, you know that this means my connection to Capricorn energy is deeply spiritual, hidden, and karmic. With Neptune here, Capricorn isn't just about success, it's about the divine responsibility. I feel to turn spiritual wisdom into something real, something tangible, not just dreaming, but doing, not just floating, but anchoring. It's about building sacred containers for soul work. And Uranus in the 12th house has taught me the systems I inherited, the rules, the pressure, the idea of what success should look like. Are we ready to be broken? It's my path to rebel gently from the inside out, to help others awaken to a more aligned way of living, leading, and healing. So, this full moon, it's personal, it's ancestral, it's a call to stop running and remember who you're here to become. So in this video, we'll explore how to work with the full moon based on where Capricorn falls in your birth chart, what it means if you have Capricorn planets like I do, shadow work themes of pressure, perfection, and emotional suppression, rituals to release old systems and realign with your soul's truth, and of course, affirmations and guidance to anchor you into your path with grace and power. So, take a breath, grab your journal, light a candle, and let's begin this journey together. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for. This full moon reaches its peak on July 10th. It illuminates the sky in the earthy cardinal sign of Capricorn, opposite the sun in Cancer, creating a powerful axis of inner and outer responsibility, of emotional truth versus worldly ambition, of nurturing the roots versus building the legacy. This isn't just another lunar cycle. This is a cosmic checkpoint. It's a moment to evaluate what structures are supporting your growth and what's keeping you stuck. Are you honoring your sacred yes and divine no? Are you building from fear or from soul alignment? Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the lord of time, karma, and mastery. And Saturn doesn't play. It teaches us through boundaries that we didn't know we needed, lessons that we've avoided for far too long, and rewards we've only earned through real commitment. This full moon brings a Saturn mirror, asking us to take responsibility for the life that we've created. But this isn't about punishment. It's about power. Power through alignment. Power through integrity. Power that does not need to control because it is rooted in truth. Now, the current key aspects for this full moon in July 2025 is the moon in Capricorn opposing sun in Cancer, which is emotional truth meeting soul ambition, balancing home and career, softness and strength, inner child and inner elder. Saturn return in Pisces. Your spiritual structures are under review. Are your beliefs still aligned with who you're becoming? Have your boundaries softened too much or become rigid? Uranus in Taurus trine the moon. Unexpected grounding, a chance to release outdated systems and create new values that support long-term stability and freedom. Pluto in Aquarius near retrograde. Collective rebirth continues. This full moon holds a portal to release control and embrace transformation as a way of life. Now there are 3 collective themes and lessons. It is emotional maturity, learning to feel your emotions without being ruled by them, hold space for discomfort and still move forward. There's discipline with compassion. You're allowed to take breaks. You're allowed to grow slowly. Sustainability is sacred. And then there's soul-aligned ambition. Ask yourself not what should I be doing, but what is mine to build? Because this moon is saying you don't have to climb someone else's mountain. You're here to build your own path, stone by sacred stone. Now, to truly work with this full moon, we must understand the secret essence of Capricorn, not just the sign, but the spirit behind it. Capricorn is the archetype of the wise elder, the master builder, the mountain goat, the one who climbs not for glory, but for purpose, the one who knows that the climb is sacred because it is shaping you. It chisels away everything false and leaves behind only what is true, lasting and soul aligned. The light side of Capricorn, when awakened, Capricorn is grounded and wise, purpose-driven, emotionally steady, committed to legacy, aligned with divine timing. This is the energy of soulful leadership, quiet power, and sacred responsibility. Capricorn teaches us how to build altars with our actions, how to turn discipline into devotion, and how to become the vessel through which soul work is made real. Now, the shadow side of Capricorn, but like all signs, Capricorn has a shadow. When unhealed or imbalanced, Capricorn energy can become rigid, emotionally distant or cold, obsessed with status, perfection, or approval, overly responsible, carrying the world alone, fearful of failure or rest, dismissive of feelings as weak. In the shadow, Capricorn forgets the soul in the structure. It becomes a machine instead of a mystic. This full moon invites us to bring heart back into ambition and to release the burdens that were never ours to carry. Capricorn as an earth sign is slow growth, sacred stability. Capricorn is earth at its most ancient. Think mountains, bones, tree roots that hold the ground for generations. It's not flashy, it's not fast, but it's forever. Capricorn doesn't ask you to hustle. It asks you to build with intention, brick by brick, breath by breath, action by aligned action. In astrology, Capricorn holds the wisdom of karma, time, and ancestral memory. It rules the 10th house, the house of legacy, impact, and public purpose. This is where you're called to rise, not for applause, but because your soul came here to remember who you are and to rebuild what was lost. Capricorn heals spiritual karma by teaching you that your true legacy isn't just what you achieve, but what you heal, what you teach, and what you hold with love. This is a sign that carries ancestral codes of resilience, leadership, and sacred duty. So, Under this full moon, you're not just doing shadow work for yourself. You're rewriting the story for everyone who came before you and for everyone who will come after. This is the power of Capricorn, to transform pressure into purpose, to anchor dreams into the earth, to become the elder your inner child has always needed. Now, let's make this personal, because the full moon in Capricorn isn't just floating above us in the sky. It's activating something special, specific within you. And to harness this energy of this moon, we look at where Capricorn is in your birth chart. What house does it rule? And what part of your life is being illuminated for healing, release, and realignment? So, pull up your birth chart. You can use a free site like astro.com or astro/seek.com. Look around the outer ring for Capricorn, the Capricorn symbol. It's a little N with like a little twist on it. Check the number of the house it sits in. It will be labeled 1 through 12. That house is the area of life being activated by this full moon. If it sits on the 1st to the 6th house, it's all going to be about the inner temple. So yourself, your body, and your habits. This moon is going to invite you to restructure your relationship with yourself and your secret routines. So if you have Capricorn in the 1st house, reclaim your identity. Let go of who the world told you to be. Step into your true essence with grounded confidence. And set your intention on, I am no longer shrinking. I rise in the truth of who I am. Capricorn in the 2nd house is all about self-worth and money healing. It's time to release scarcity, honor your value, and build sustainable wealth. Set your intention. I create sacred stability rooted in my worth and my soul gifts. Capricorn in the 3rd house, it's about mindset and communication. So restructure how you speak to yourself in the world. Words are spells, so choose them wisely. Set your intention. I speak with clarity, truth, and power. Capricorn in the 4th house is about family and emotional foundations. Heal generational patterns. Create safety within. Redefine home. And set your intention. I release old family burdens and root into emotional sovereignty. Capricorn in the 5th house is about creativity, pleasure, and inner child. Take time to take your joy seriously. Make space for what lights you up and set your intention. I honor my creative fire and lead with heart. Capricorn in the 6th house is about your daily habits, health, and services. Your secret structure matters, upgrading your routines with love, not punishment. Set your intention on, I treat my body and time with care, rhythm, and reverence. Now, if you have it on your 7th through your 12th house, this is your outer mirror. So it's going to be about relationships, purpose, spirit. This moon is going to ask you to realign your connections and contributions with your soul's legacy. If you have Capricorn in the 7th house, which is about relationships and sacred contracts, you need to release codependency. Call in conscious partnerships built on respect and growth, and set your intention. I attract aligned partnerships that reflect my truth. Capricorn in the 8th house is about shadow work and transformation. Face the fears around power, intimacy, and loss, and rise from your own ashes. Set your intention. I transmute pain into power and release what no longer serves. If you have Capricorn in the 9th house, it's about beliefs, education, and expansion. So, break free from inherited dogma, define your own truth and path, and set your intention. I walk my unique spiritual path with grounded vision. Capricorn in the 10th house is about career and public legacy. Let go of false ambition. Align your outer work with your inner calling and set your intention. Arise with purpose. I build a legacy rooted in soul. Capricorn in the 11th house of community and future dreams. Reevaluate your tribe and your role in the collective. Lead with your heart, not your ego. And set your intention. I serve my community by being my authentic self. Capricorn in the 12th house is about subconscious, soul, and karmic endings. This is spiritual initiation. Release ancestral burdens and reclaim your magic. And set your intention. I surrender the past and awaken to my soul's wisdom. Because this full moon is your checkpoint, the universe is asking, is the structure of your life aligned with the truth of your spirit? Let your chart be your map. Let this moon be your moment. The full moon in Capricorn doesn't just illuminate your chart by house, it also activates any planet you have in Capricorn, bringing their themes into sharp emotional focus. It is as if those parts of you are suddenly bathed in moonlight, seen, tested, remembered, and asked to evolve. These planets may feel exposed, stirred, or deeply activated, but they are also being invited to shed the weight of pressure and reclaim true purpose. Capricorn Sun, your identity is shaped by purpose, legacy, and responsibility. During this full moon, your sense of self is being recalibrated. Are you living a life of soul-led ambition or just surviving under pressure? Reflect on these questions. Am I proud of who I am becoming? Am I chasing success or answering a sacred calling? Capricorn Moon, emotions run deep but often stay hidden. You crave stability, but at what cost? This full moon may stir old emotional walls, asking, can I soften and still feel safe? Your two reflective questions are, where do I still feel vulnerability? Do I give myself the same care I give others? Capricorn Mercury, your mind is focused, strategic, and grounded, but sometimes too serious. This moon asks you to examine how you communicate your truth. Your two reflection questions are, do I filter my voice to sound mature or correct? And can I speak from my soul, not just my intellect? Capricorn Venus, love must feel real, loyal, and long-lasting for you. But the full moon might reveal where you've built walls instead of bridges. Your reflective questions are, have I confused control with protection and love? And what does lasting love look like when built on freedom and truth? Capricorn Mars, you take action with precision and intention, but this moon may reveal burnout, overwork, or fear of failure driving you. Your reflective questions are, is my ambition nourishing me or depleting me? Where do I need to reclaim rest without guilt? Capricorn Jupiter, your growth comes through mastery, wisdom earned over time. This full moon asks, are you expanding in a direction that aligns with truth or just tradition? Your reflection questions are, what belief system do I need to release? And what legacy am I growing into? Capricorn Saturn. Saturn is at home here, and so are karmic lessons. This moon may bring a turning point, an invitation to claim your spiritual authority. Your reflection questions are, what soul contract am I ready to fulfill? And where have I outgrown old versions of self-discipline or control? Capricorn Uranus. Like me, you are here to rebuild the system from the inside out. This full moon may awaken the rebel in you, calling for liberation from old family expectations or societal definition of success. Your reflection questions are: where am I still seeking approval instead of freedom? And what traditions need to evolve through me? Capricorn, Neptune, this is mystical earth energy. Dreams that want form, visions that want structure. This moon may highlight where fantasy must become form or where illusion must fall away. Your reflection questions are: am I avoiding commitment in the name of flow? How can I root my spiritual gifts in daily service? And lastly, Capricorn, Pluto, you carry the power of deep transformation. This moon might reveal control patterns, power struggles, or an invitation to step into your true spiritual authority. Your reflection questions are: what part of me is ready to die so I can be reborn? And how do I yield my power with fear or with soul? If you have planets in Capricorn, this full moon is not subtle, it is sacred. It's calling home to your true essence, your soul checkpoint to remember you're here, and a cosmic invitation to lead, not by force, but by example. This full moon in Capricorn calls us to come home to our bodies and our earth, to slow down, to honor what has been, and to set clear intentions for the path ahead. Capricorn's energy is about rooted structure, sacred responsibility, and soulful legacy. So your rituals this cycle should feel steady, grounding, and deeply intentional. So, let's start our grounding and intention setting ceremony. Let's begin by creating your sacred space. Light a black candle to honor transformation and release. Hold a piece of smoky quartz or vetiver, stones that ground energy and cleanse old heaviness. Burn myrrh resin or a calming, earthy incense to invite ancestral wisdom. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Visualize roots growing from your feet into the earth, strong, steady, ancient. Feel the energy of Capricorn supporting you, like a mountain holding you steady. Speak your intentions out loud or silently, grounding them in clarity and commitment. I release what no longer serves my highest path. I call in structure that supports my soul's growth. I build a legacy rooted in truth, love, and integrity. After your grounding, open your journal and reflect on these prompts. What burdened or limiting beliefs am I ready to release this full moon? Where in my life do I need more structure, and where do I need to soften? How can I honor my commitment without losing my joy? And what legacy do I want to begin building right now? Allow your thoughts to flow without judgment. This is your sacred time. Now, if you can, prepare a full moon bath infused with grounding herbs and crystals. Add dried belvedere, cedar, or rosemary to your bath water. Place a few pieces of smoky quartz around your tub or hold one in your hand. Visualize the water washing away old energy, fears, and self-doubt. Now, if a bath is impossible, create an earth ritual. Go outside barefoot. Feel the soil beneath your feet. Dig gently into the earth by bearing a written list of what you wish to release. Whisper gratitude to the earth for holding and transforming your energy. This is a sacred surrender to let go, root down, and prepare to rise. Capricorn's power is steady and slow, but deeply transformative. Let this full moon ritual be a holy act of honoring your rhythm, your limits, and your soul's sacred work. The full moon in Capricorn shines a stark light on our shadows, the parts we often hide beneath the discipline, productivity, and the mask of control. This energy calls us to look bravely at what keeps us trapped: the toxic perfectionism, the relentless hustle, the emotional coldness that we think would keep us safe, and the deep fear of failure that drives us to prove ourselves over and over. So, let's release toxic productivity and perfectionism. Capricorn energy can sometimes turn into a taskmaster whispering, "You are only worthy if you achieve. You must always be climbing. Rest is weakness." This full moon asks, who do you become when you're not doing? Can you hold your worth outside of productivity? Can you give yourself permission to be human, imperfect, slow, and vulnerable? You might have emotional coldness or fear of failure. Many with Capricorn influences learn early that feelings were dangerous or inconvenient. The mantra becomes, don't show weakness, keep emotions locked away. This moon invites you to soften, to feel what you've buried without judgment or rush. You might even have an inner child theme of, if I had to grow up too fast. Capricorn's shadow often carries the weight of an old story. If I had to be the adult when I was a child. Or I must prove my worth through success because I wasn't enough as I was. These wounds run deep and ancestral. They shape how we show up in work, relationships, and self-love. And exploring your inner authority versus external expectations. Capricorn asks you to ask the hard questions. Whose voice am I living by? Is it yours? Is it the expectations of family, culture, or society? Are you leading your life from your soul's truth or a blueprint you inherited but no longer serve? And then there's diving into ancestral and subconscious wounds. This full moon in Capricorn is a portal for healing not just your personal matters, but the ancestral lineage of burnout from restlessness, striving, emotional suppression as a survival tool, and defining worth by achievement alone. So, take a moment to breathe into these wounds. Feel them without shame. Know that healing is a reclamation of power, and that a power lives in your truth, your boundaries, and your self-compassion. This full moon asks you to step out of the shadows of expectations and into the light of your authentic authority. Not the authority born of control, but the authority born of self-love, wisdom, and soulful leadership. Affirmations are secret words, powerful mantras that root us in truth and realign our energy. And as we stand beneath the full moon in Capricorn, repeat these affirmations out loud or in your mind. Let each one echo deeply in your soul, awakening the wise, grounded leader within you. I honor my growth and celebrate how far I've come. This affirmation invites you to hold tenderness for your journey. No matter how slow or challenging, every step is sacred progress. Celebrate your resilience, your secret climb towards becoming your fullest self. I release the need to be perfect and embrace authentic progress. Perfectionism can be a heavy burden. Capricorn energy sometimes carries this. Affirmation is going to help you. It's a permission slip to be imperfect, to stumble, to learn, and rise with grace. Progress, not perfection, is the soul's true growth. And boundaries are sacred. My goals are soul-led. Here, you reclaim your power with loving authority. Your boundaries are your holy ground. Protect them fearlessly. Your goals aren't about impressing others, but about honoring your deepest truth and purpose. Feel those words vibrate through your body. Anchor them with your breath and intention, and let them be the foundation of your new cycle of growth. Now, journaling is a sacred conversation with your soul, a way to listen deeply, release what no longer serves, and open space for transformation. Under this full moon in Capricorn, take your journal and gently explore these questions. Allow your truth to rise without judgment or rush. The first question is, what outdated responsibilities or pressures can I release? Reflect on the burdens you carry that aren't yours to hold. Expectations from others, old patterns of overwork, or the need to prove yourself. Where can you set down the weight and reclaim your energy? The next question is, what version of success am I ready to redefine? Capricorn often teaches us traditional ideas of achievement, but your soul may be calling you to a different path. What does success mean when it's aligned with your values, your joy, and your unique gifts? And the last question, what does emotional maturity look like for me? Beyond stoicism or toughness, emotional maturity is about authentic feeling, wise boundaries, and compassionate self-leadership. How do you embody these qualities in your daily life? Let your answers flow freely. Return to these prompts throughout the lunar cycle, watching how your clarity and power deepen. This is your time to release, redefine, and rise. Now, as this powerful full moon in Capricorn begins to wane, remember this sacred truth. Rest is part of the climb. You do not have to do it all at once. True mastery includes honoring your limits, pausing to breathe, to feel, to simply be. So take this moment to reflect on your long-term goals. Are they truly aligned with your soul? Are you building a legacy that feels authentic, rooted in purpose, integrity, and self-love? This full moon is a cosmic invitation to slow down and to look deeply at the path you're creating. So, I invite you now to share in the comments, where does your Capricorn fall in your chart? What theme or revelations are stirring for you this cycle? Let's create a sacred space here, a community holding each other's journey with love and wisdom. And if you are drawn, take a moment to pull an oracle or tarot card for yourself. Ask what guidance this moon holds uniquely for you. And then come back and share your insight below. I would love to hear your reflections. And thank you for sharing your light and energy here today. Remember, your chart is a map, a secret mirror. Look at it with curiosity and compassion, just as I do. And watch how the universe reveals your next steps, one aligned, soulful move at a time. Until next time, keep climbing gently, keep shining deeply, and keep trusting the wisdom within.